I didn't realize a holiday could feel like a mirror until I found myself on the 4th of July outside of the United States for the very first time in my 55 years of life, sitting in Jamaica and remembering what freedom is supposed to feel like. Not because of fireworks, celebrations, or barbecues around me, but because of the contrast. For the first time, I'm noticing what my body does when it is not constantly preparing for something. There's something about being here that is undoing years of tension that I couldn't even express. I'm not bracing the way I used to. I'm not scanning the way I used to. I'm not adjusting myself before I even realize I've entered a space. And it's in that stillness that I'm beginning to understand something I missed for a long time, that I was managing myself. I used to think independence was about being strong enough to handle everything, to function no matter what, and to keep going no matter how heavy things felt. But I'm beginning to see that there is a difference between functioning and freedom. There is a difference between being allowed to exist and being received without question. And I don't say that with bitterness. It's clarity. The kind that comes when you're far enough away from something or a place to see it honestly and close enough to yourself to feel what it did to you. Here in Jamaica, I noticed things I used to overlook because I thought they were normal. The way people look at you without tension. The way conversations are not rushed. People aren't just rushing you along. The way your presence doesn't feel imposing or something you have to justify. And I don't feel like I have to earn my place in every room that I enter. On this Independence Day, while one country reflects on its own history of freedom, I find myself reflecting on something more internal, something that doesn't need a holiday to exist. I'm realizing that freedom is not only political, it's physical. It is nervous system deep. It's whether your shoulders stay lifted all day or finally learn how to drop. It's whether your breath is shallow or if it's full. Are you able to just breathe? It is whether you are constantly anticipating life or actually living it. For a long time, I mistook endurance for freedom, and I mistook survival for strength, being fine for being free. But I don't feel fine right now. I feel different. I feel quieter, lighter, less defensive. I feel like something in me finally stopped running and started being and listening. And that's why today hits a little different. It's interesting. I am far from my birthplace, but I am closer to myself. And I want to ask you something honestly, not as inspiration, but just like as a real reflection point. Where in your life do you feel most free right now? And where are you still living in a version of yourself that feels like survival instead of ease? I would really love to hear your answer. Thank you for listening. Love, health, and wealth. Peace.